What up, body bags? BDG reviews here. We're back again with another theme week. The theme this week is vis-a-vis, aka head-to-head. Basic idea of this week is everyone's gonna be reviewing two movies that are very similar to each other. You know, everyone is gonna have like a different way of doing it. I know some people are like reviewing like something like which is the better I guess like sequel to something or something like that. It just is what it is. Everyone's got a little something different. What I have is two movies from 1989 that came out really close to each other, and they are Leviathan and Deep Star 6. So we'll start up with Leviathan. This came out in 1989, directed by George P. Cosmatos. It follows a group of workers. They're underwater, and they're like mining for silver and stuff like that. And they end up coming across like an old like wrecked ship, and they find some stuff in it, one thing of which is a bottle of vodka. They take it back onto the ship. One of them kind of hides some of this vodka and ends up being infected with like a... They never really say if it's a virus, whether it's like an artificially made thing, but it starts mutating him, and he starts essentially turning into like a fish creature. From there, people start dying, and quickly becomes evident they got to get out of there. There's resistance from up top. The company that has put them down there is like, there's like a hurricane coming, so we can't come and get you. Is your typical evil corporation in a movie. All in all, great movie. I love Leviathan. Who is in it? The cast in this is really good. I mean, it's got Peter Weller, Richard Crenna, Daniel Stern, Ernie Hudson. I mean, it's just loaded with good actors, and it shows. The effects are by Stan Winston, so you're getting quality effects. For a rating for Leviathan, it's a complete 9 out of 10. I love Leviathan. I would watch this movie any day of the week. So now we're moving on to Deep Star 6. 1989. A group of workers are at the bottom of the ocean. Starting to sound a bit familiar. Only this time they're installing some missile platforms for the military. While they're doing that, there's an accident, and they end up releasing a creature from like under the earth, which comes up and starts killing everyone on the station, and they have to get out. You're seeing the connection here. These movies are essentially the same movie. There's just a few little differences. The cast isn't as strong in Deep Star 6. I mean, I'm just trying to see. Miguel Ferrer is in it, Nia Peebles. That's kind of it. But it is directed by Sean S. Cunningham with music by Henry Manfredini. So, you got that. The effects in it are honestly, they're just as good as what's in Leviathan, which is saying something considering, Stan Winston, and I can't even remember who did the effects in Deep Star 6. I think it was, I almost want to say Rob Bottin, but I don't think that's the case. But the effects were good. The effects definitely lived up to it. For a rating, 8 out of 10. Now, each of these movies does something that the other doesn't. Leviathan has like a bigger budget, and that really comes across. You get a lot of scenes that they look like they're shot underwater, where in Deep Star 6 at times it looks kind of fake. But Deep Star 6 has they play with the idea of like decompression. The fact like you're deep underwater, you got to come up. You got to come up slowly, or you're going to get the bends and you're going to die. That's honestly never really brought up in Leviathan, which is a shame. Something Leviathan brings up is the idea that you're deep underwater. Something goes wrong with your suit, it's going to mush everything up into your helmet. Um, that's not covered in Deep Star 6. It could be argued, really, like if you were to take the plots of both these movies and put them together, you could come up with a really solid, all-around underwater horror movie. Just saying, someone should maybe do it. But when it comes to these two movies, I find it just so interesting how similar they are, and the fact that they came out in the same year. So that says to me either, they were, I don't want to say from the same source, but like the same idea got in the heads of both directors. Or, literally someone saw the other and was like, well, I can do that. I'm sort of leaning towards that a little bit more because, I know Sean Cunningham kind of has that mentality at times. But all in all, they're two solid underwater horror movies. And the only reason for a point difference is purely due to the fact that Leviathan has a bigger budget. I can't help but think how similar these would be if they'd had the same budget. Just saying. Could be interesting, to say the least. But yeah, that's it from me. Hope you enjoy the rest of the Vis-a-Vis week. Gonna get some interesting head-to-heads along the way. But yeah, that's it for me. See you next time.